the arrival of my new Makie Freeda and the new storyline including her, the original Broken Toys storyline is going to end. The Broken Toys storyline has been around since the very beginning of Makie Movies. You just didn't know it was a thing until the recent Mini Makie Movies. Just because the main story arc is complete doesn't mean it's the end to the elves or the elfin woods, nor the end to Mini Makie Movies. And of course, there's still going to be smaller story arcs involving the Broken Toys storyline and various callbacks, so it's not technically the end, just the end to the big, mysterious one. The main story arc was basically explaining the backstories of each of the Makies, but now I have explained all about them, so there's not much more I would need to show you in a video. It's time to open the new chapter with the new Makie and her backstory. But first, let's see everything we learned about my Makies through my YouTube and Instagram stories. Of course, if you didn't already know, the origins for the Mini Makie Movie storyline and beginnings start off with Broken Toys. This goes back 100 years into the Makies' past, but I'm not going to go over that today. The story arc's timeline that takes place after Broken Toys starts off with my second video on Makie Movies, which is the Elf Queen Trielfa, where Trielfa gets transported on her birthday, along with Poppet, to the Elfin Woods. The two of them hadn't been to the actual Elfin Woods in over 100 years. They missed it so much. When they arrived, it looked exactly the same as when they had once found it so many years ago. It was strange. Trielfa seemed to know something about it. Trielfa was once the queen of this utopia, and she knew she had to return to her role now that it was regrown. She knew she couldn't tell Poppet about it, because Poppet was a bit, how to put this, I protect at all costs. And Trielfa didn't want that to happen, again. For the sister she had known for the least amount of time was already gone. Several months later, someone appeared in a tube. It was Starling, looking all spiffy and new. She had been gone for months to get, plastic surgery, if you would, kind of. For her and them were merely 3 literal toys. After 100 years, their wooden bodies grew weary and started to decay. So they all got upgraded to 3D printed designs. This way they could stay safe and still keep their thoughts and traits. Still, something was missing deep down inside. Was it perhaps a pet? Specifically, their old dog. Well, they got her back, and that helped Starling. But the others could still tell something was lost, something was missing, there was a void within. So they thought and they thought, till Trielfa realized it was their younger sister Willow they needed by their side. Her form had deteriorated so many years ago, they knew she should have gotten upgrades, but it was too early on so. There was no way to get her back. Until Trielfa thought she could use her magic combined with Starling's super smart 3D printing skills. So they worked together to bring Willow back. It worked! Willow was not there. Willow? What are you doing? We're meant to be making a video. I'm watching a video. Same difference. I sound like a chipmunk in these old videos. Together to bring Willow back. Yeah, I'm here. So amazing. What took you so long? You were the one that was busy watching videos of yourself. That is not what I meant. Willow looked the same, and she kept all the memories of the foregoing events. Some things she wished she didn't remember. One day, at night, Trielfa ventured to the Elfin Woods alone. Little did she know that Poppet was following her. And so was Starling. Trielfa arrived at the woods in the dead of night, cloaked in a gown that matched the sky. She went in the treehouse where she thought no one could see. But Starling and Poppet were watching in glee. They followed her in very sneakily. Starling went first, then Poppet followed. They didn't know what they were in for. They burst through the arch, shocking Trialpha on their way, called out to her. We know you're the elf queen. I'm so sorry. I should have told you to. I really don't know why I didn't. Don't worry about it, as long as I can be your knight. And I, the watchbird. But you're both already princesses. Okay, so Sparkle's my trusty steed then. Outside, Willow was lurking. She had come to find her primary focus. Upon touching it, a surge of power ran through her veins. She became a dark elf once again, a feeling that she hadn't felt for a while. Being a dark elf was something she had let go of. But now, touching the mushroom made her re-feel all the power that was formerly concealed. With her uncovered strength, she ran through the tree. Willow screamed, "This is my land, not yours!" Into a dark elf, her heart coursed. She turned into something filled with remorse. Willow, stop! This is not you. This is someone you used to be. The mushroom, it's controlling you. You have to fight it again. I've got my powers back. I've got no Cynthia. So I'm going to burn you to the ground. No, you won't! Oh. Thank you, Elfina. That thing put me under a spell. I should have learned from my mistakes from last time, but all I can say is thank you, my dear sister, again. You broke the spell. Plus, I still think I have my powers. Yep. Thanks for watching the video, and please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, so you can see the next part of the full story of my Makies. Follow us on Instagram and buy our book, Broken Toys. Bye!